and welcome to Seniors Count. I'm your host, Tula Mal. On our show, we believe that you are the foundation on which Boston was built. So our goal is to connect you to resources, benefits, and information to enhance your life. Thank you for joining us. Today on Seniors Count, we have Loie Hayes. She works for Mass Save, and she's here today to talk to us about Renew Boston. Welcome, Loie.
Thank you, Tula.
So good to have you here again.
Well, I'm pleased to be here. I'm sorry about my sucking on a candy. I have a terrible cough.
It's that time of year, so I totally understand. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about what is Renew Boston, because many folks out there may not have heard of them.
Sure. Renew Boston is basically the Boston brand of the Mass Save program. We work with the utilities, we work with for-profit contractors who are approved by Mass Save, and we work with community nonprofits throughout the city. We have a lot of workshops, community workshops, to teach people about the benefits of insulating your home, ways that you can save money by saving energy.
Okay, so what's available for folks this year, maybe different in Renew Boston and maybe in previous years? Or maybe you want to give us maybe a short rundown of opportunities or things that are available through Renew Boston, and then tell us about some new stuff.
Sure. As I said, the basic thing that we can offer is free home energy assessments, where a certified professional comes to your house, meets with you, walks through your house, and analyzes how well your house is using energy, how well your house is saving energy. And they look for ways that you can save money by saving energy. And they look for ways that the program can subsidize you to do those things. For instance, they'll give you free light bulbs. They'll give you free low flow water shower heads. Now they'll give you a smart power strip. I have one at home, and I plug my television into it along with all the peripherals. And when I turn off my television, all those other things go off automatically.
Oh, that is impressive.
It's nice because particularly if you have a game system in your house or a stereo hooked up, those things can actually use a lot of power when you're not using them, just on standby power.
That's interesting.
And so turning them off so that the little lights no longer glow saves you a lot of money. So all those things come free with your home energy assessment, and at the end of the assessment you get a report about what the program can do to subsidize you to save energy more. Insulation, heating systems, bigger things.
Wow. So we're coming into the fall season, or we're in fall, and we're coming into winter, and as we're thinking about that, people start thinking about heating their homes. I know I already turned the heat on in my house one day, turned it off right away, but I know that NSTAR is increasing their rates. So tell us, what can Renew Boston do to help folks who mitigate this increase, really?
Yeah. The electric rates are going up. National Grid has already announced their increase, 37%.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
NSTAR
significant.
hasn't announced their exact amount yet, but we'll find that out in the coming month or so.
That's right. I forget. Both of them do electric, right?
Yes,
Depending
both of them
on
where you live. Yeah, exactly. So in any case, we know electric is going up this year.
Yeah.
So getting those new light bulbs is really important, and they're all subsidized at the hardware stores as well. You can get the brand new LED lights that are super efficient and last forever. I got mine the other day, and it's basically like a hard plastic, so it can't break.
Oh, wow.
So it lasts forever, and it's super low. I think I'm going to be saving, I don't know, I calculated it out, and it was a pretty penny when I switched out 6 light bulbs that we use most frequently in our kitchen.
So you mentioned that they're subsidized already at the hardware store. So explain that for people who may not
Well,
understand that.
everybody who pays an electric bill or a natural gas bill pays a tiny percentage of that bill. Sometimes it's like half of a penny or a quarter of a penny per kilowatt hour into the Mass Save program.
Got it.
And then all of that money is pooled together to subsidize things that will help all of us save energy, like, for instance, the light bulbs or the free home energy visits. That's paid for by the thing that we're all paying into.
Therefore,
by
you're already
Mass Save.
paying for it. Might as well take advantage of it.
Right,
Right.
right,
Okay,
right,
so that's
exactly.
interesting. I don't think people understand that connection.
Yep. You're paying into it, and Everybody can get services. At one point in Boston, there were special services for moderate income people. So you had to divulge your income
Yep.
to participate in the program.
services.
That is in the past.
Yep.
So there's no income qualification. Now, if you do receive fuel assistance or the utility discount rate, you can receive even more services through ABCD. So if you call our number, 635-SAVE, we will refer you to ABCD because you can get even better services from them.
Okay. So I know you have some slides for us today. Let's go through them so you can talk and explain to us.
Sure.
What was the first one?
Well, first one is call us at 635-SAVE, 617-635-SAVE. You can also find us online at renewboston.org.
Okay.
Now, the second is particularly of interest. We want to make a special outreach this fall to people who live in older homes because we have a short-term little pot of federal money that we've gotten access to that gives people grants for two things that are particularly problematic in older homes and that have prevented people from being able to get insulation or get new heating systems.
What's an old home? Just do you have a range like before 1950, or what does that mean?
Probably before 1950
Okay.
makes sense.
That's a good
Yeah.
parameter.
The first slide is about the wiring rebate.
Okay.
It shows a picture of an old style of wiring that's called knob and tube. And if you have knob and tube, either that's still working or even if it's dead, but it's still in your walls or your basement or your attic, we can't insulate your home until that's taken care of.
And which is expensive.
Which is expensive. And so there's a new grant, $2,000. When you're going to get insulation, you can get $2,000 for the electrician to disconnect
Wow.
that old knob and tube wiring.
That is going to be helpful for a lot
yes.
of folks.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, definitely.
And then so through the assessment, Mass Save will help connect, and through Renew Boston help connect these people to these grants?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Great.
Exactly. Call us at 635-SAVE and we will get you a home energy assessment that will certify, yes, you have knob and tube, and give you the paperwork to apply for that grant.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
what else do you got
The
for this? This is
second
new
slide,
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really exciting, yeah. The second stuff, if you look at the picture, it's an old heating system that is wrapped in a white fabric. That is asbestos.
Oh,
It's a wonderful insulating material, but it has gone out of currency
Yep.
because now we know that it also is linked to cancer.
yes.
So a lot of people haven't been able to, or some people haven't been able to replace their heating systems because the cost of getting rid of the asbestos is exorbitant. Now there's a grant, $3,000 to get rid of the asbestos.
Wow, that's
So again, call us at 635-SAVE. We will send somebody to confirm, oh yes, that is asbestos on your heating system. And if you're ready to upgrade your heating system, you can get the $3,000, you can get up to $3,000 to remove the asbestos, and then you can get other incentives for getting a high efficiency new heating system.
which is valuable on so many fronts. I mean, one, you'll be removing this basically dangerous material from your house. I mean, it's not dangerous on an everyday basis, but to have that in your house is not a positive thing.
Right.
So that'll be just to get that done is amazing, and then you could move forward towards a more energy efficient home. So another amazing
Yep.
federal grant. That's
And both
great.
of these are available for landlords who don't live in the apartment as well as people who do.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure about that. Call 635-SAVE to confirm.
All right.
But definitely you want to get it done. If you have either of these, it's a great opportunity.
Nice. Anything else you got for us?
Well, the other thing is, there are two other things.
Yep.
One is that there are now funds for people who have had dryer vent problems.
Yep.
The picture on the slide shows a broken dryer vent. And we can't insulate homes that have broken dryer vents because all that hot, moist air is
Yeah.
coming out
Yeah.
and possibly creating mold if you seal up the house. So there's funds for that.
Nice.
And also for furnace tune-ups.
Okay.
If you've had a problem with your furnace, you can now get some funding to pay for the tune-up itself.
Wow.
So it's a great opportunity also for those houses.
So those older
Yeah,
houses that
yeah.
have those tubes sticking out the side of their homes, I've seen those.
Yep.
So
yep,
yeah,
yep,
great.
Yep. And then the last thing is, I bet people may not know that if you have an extra refrigerator or an extra freezer, oftentimes people have it in their basement
Yeah.
or their garage, or it could be in your kitchen as well. If it's you have a second one, you can call 635-SAVE. We will recycle it and give you $50.
Oh, perfect.
So in terms of
someone
those,
who has an old second freezer or refrigerator,
exactly.
they call the number and they can get someone to come pick it up and, get
Yep.
it out of your house.
Yep. And you'll be saving electricity with
Yep,
these
that's
increased
true.
rates. You'll be keeping one less appliance powered.
Yep.
And the refrigerators are big, and the freezers are a big power user.
Big burden, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you can consolidate and maybe just put the beer in the fridge, 2 bottles at a time as opposed to the whole case, and then recycle it, you'll have $50 plus a cheaper bill.
That's an awesome deal.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Loic, if you can believe it, we're out of time.
All
but I
right.
think you've given us some amazing information about some new things going on with Renew Boston. I appreciate it. One more time, could you tell people that number so that they can connect?
617-635-SAVE, and also you can find us on the web at renewboston.org.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with our next guest.
Boston, Massachusetts, get ready for the award-winning stage play Forget Me Not. It's coming to the Main Stage Theater at Roxbury Community College. Admission is absolutely free, and it's all taking place on Saturday, November the 8th at 2 p.m. The theater is located at 1234 Columbus Avenue. Forget Me Not is a touching story of one family's struggle to accept the fact that their father has Alzheimer's disease. Featuring LaTanya Sams and Kenya Milo from Mama's Girls, Darren McGill and Samantha McSwain from Jesse and Lucy. It's the award-winning stage play Forget Me Not, presented by the African American Network Against Alzheimer's Disease. Saturday, November the 8th, this show will sell out, so make sure you register early. For Forget Me Not, coming to the Main Stage Theater at Roxbury Community College, Saturday, November the 8th. For more information, contact the Renwood Group at 202-580-6556 or log on to forgetmenotplay.com. The African American Network Against Alzheimer's Disease, the Forget Me Not Project, and G. Davis Productions. We're doing our part to raise the awareness of Alzheimer's disease and the importance of clinical trials, one community at a time.
Welcome back to Seniors Count. You just saw the trailer for a play called Forget Me Not, an initiative of the African American Network Against Alzheimer's. A partner on the production, Tammy Faye Meneed from the Massachusetts General Hospital's Harvard Aging Brain Study, joins us to tell us more about it. Thank you for coming, Tammy
Thank you
Faye.
so much for having me.
Of course. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the play and the partnership?
Sure. So we are getting together with the African Americans Network Against Alzheimer's Disease because we are really trying to bring forth the issue of early detection of Alzheimer's disease within our communities, and not just the African American community, but all of us. The Alzheimer's disease is the 4th leading cause of death in the African American community and the 6th leading cause of death for all U.S. populations. And what we're trying to do is really show and highlight what happens when someone is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, how it affects not only the immediate family members, but the community in general. And so this play is an award-winning play directed and produced by Garrett Davis, and we are really excited that they have chosen Boston and our own Roxbury Community College Main Stage Theater to host this play.
Yeah, it's very exciting. November, as you obviously know,
Yes.
is Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month.
Yes.
And so this play will be shown once,
Yes.
right? Can you tell us the date?
Sure. This will be on Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m.
Yep.
What's unique about this showing of the play is that we actually, after the play, will have a panel of experts. Our neurologists and neuropsychologists will be on hand for all of the community members, the audience, to ask questions more in detail about what they saw in the play, but also what may be affecting them in the community.
Their response.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so we're really hoping for a very candid and very vibrant discussion, especially here in the Boston community.
And what's interesting is this play is free. Right?
Yes, it's completely free. We do want you guys to RSVP, and we have links and numbers for you guys to call to do so. But if you don't RSVP, that's okay. Just come as you are. Bring a friend, bring your family. It's really geared for the entire family to watch, and we're really excited that they chose Boston again to be here.
Very exciting. Where should people go to RSVP? Is there a phone number or?
So right now you can call me directly and I will RSVP for you, and my number is 617-643-0143. And if you call me, leave a message. If I'm not there, I will return your call and get back to you promptly with your tickets.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There's some well-known actors in this production, right? Or I recognize some of these faces.
Some of them are
Right?
well known. Yeah.
Is this so? It's not locally produced? This play has been shown in other places.
Yes, in
if I understood.
Chicago, in Philadelphia, most recently, and also on the West Coast in California as well.
Okay. And then, are most of the actors local, or can you tell us a little bit about the?
Most of the actors, it's actually, they're not local, but they are coming in, they're traveling together to really
what I
to
thought.
do this play. And so each city, what we're trying to do is bring awareness around not only Alzheimer's disease, but how people can help. And some of these actors and actresses have been deeply affected by
Okay.
Alzheimer's disease in their own personal life. And so it really, you'll see it when you see the production. It's very moving in their own lives.
If people miss the play, is there another way to view it?
Right now, no.
Okay.
But
So don't miss the play.
Do not miss the play. Come out that day. It'll take about 90 minutes of your Saturday. Carve out that time to be with us. If you do miss it, we can have you give me a call again, 617-643-0143, and we can figure out another way to get you the information, or at least in touch with the producer and playwright.
So I know you mentioned, and I read somewhere, that African Americans are 2 times more likely to develop late onset Alzheimer's disease. So other than this, is this like a well-known fact in the African American community, other than just educating everyone who's interested in watching this play about Alzheimer's disease awareness? Is there a specific reason otherwise why it's important for this community to come watch this play?
I think one of the reasons that it's most important for the African American community to come out is because we are least likely to be diagnosed. We don't think that memory loss is or abnormal. We think it's a part of aging.
Okay.
And what we're trying to dispel with this theater production is that memory loss is not part of healthy aging. And as we get older, we really want everybody to understand that your brain health is of utmost importance. And if that starts to deteriorate, that the first step is to go talk to your doctor and get the proper treatments and figure out what's going on. While there isn't a cure for Alzheimer's disease, one of the things that we can do, it's really about lifestyle and really changing your diet, making sure that you're eating dark leafy green vegetables, making sure that you have your fish and your omega-3s, and making sure that you're staying active, physically active. Alzheimer's disease is at a higher risk in the African American community because it's directly related to our cardiovascular system, so our heart health. And of course, you know that African Americans are at a higher rate to develop cardiovascular diseases such as congestive heart failure or have a stroke or high blood pressure. And so this immediately puts us at a higher risk to develop Alzheimer's disease as well.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So I know Mass General Hospital is a partner in the play. What else are they doing, maybe in November or just over long term, to educate folks?
Absolutely. So what I've been doing and my team is we've been going into the communities, partnering with the different churches. So we've partnered with the Black Ministerial Alliance, the Charles AME Church, 12 Baptist Church, 60 plus veterans, the Commissioner on Elderly Affairs as well, with the City of Boston. And we are just getting the word out there by being in the community, being a presence, doing memory screenings, and just offering as much information about healthy aging.
Wow. So I want to show the clip of the people's testimonials, because I think that really speaks to the effect or the response that people had.
Absolutely.
Do you know where these testimonials were? Were these Chicago by any chance?
These
I'm
were,
just guessing.
these were
Okay.
actually a compilation of Chicago, and Philadelphia.
Okay, very nice. So we'll show the clip, but that'll pretty much bring us to the end of the show. So why don't you give one more time the phone number so people can RSVP to watch this amazing play?
Sure. Again, please come out and join us on Saturday, November 8th, and you can call me at 617-643-0143. Again, 617-643-0143.
So Tammy Faye, thank you for coming and
Thank you so
sharing this
much.
information with us, and I hope that you go out there and watch this play. So let's roll the clip of the trailer. Of the testimonials, and thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
I enjoyed the play. I had 2 sets of grandparents that went through Alzheimer's, and I needed a support system too, and I can understand, I can relate, and I cried most of the show. Thank you. All right.
Wonderful. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. Nice. Considering that I'm a healthcare provider that does take care of people with Alzheimer's, it hit home. It was really.
Okay, I was just saying that how realistic the play was. My name is Renee. I also stayed in the home with my father, moved out of the home to help my father take care of my mother, who passed away due to complications of diabetes. My mother passed away 3 years ago, and now I'm at the home with my father, taking care of my father. It was just so ironic and so heartfelt, so realistic.
My tear line. Yeah, he got me going, laughing one minute and crying the next, but oh my God, it was so true. Awesome. Had me crying, had me laughing, just wonderful.
Skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.